everyone, my name is Jason Storm, and welcome to Weazel News. We have a fantastic set of stories for you this week. One involving hostage takings, Southside violence, and what the people have to say. Also, we have a shout out from a very special person this week. We'll tell you more about that later. Our first story tonight will be just across the street from Burgershot at the police department, where two individuals decided to strip down an individual and hold a gun to his head. We do know that this was more of a personal vendetta against the police than anything else. Unfortunately, we're not able to get the full motive as police officers were not able to provide any answers to us. We do hope that changes, as I did wait at Side MRPD for about an hour and a half. That makes me mad, just saying. For any police officers that want to give us information on this, please reach out to us at weaselnews.com. As you can see behind me, the officers were everywhere along the street. They even had Air 1 out just above us where we were recording. Unfortunately, we were told to get off the roof or we would be arrested. I do believe that we were at a safe distance and did not cause any problems for the officers, but unfortunately they did tell us to get out of the scene and situation. Now, we were able to get some footage of the officers leaving, where we saw a blue car take them away. I do believe that this might have just been someone that was just there as a request. Unfortunately, we were not able to get these answers. We do have an interview with the hostage here. We go over to that now. Let's check that out. Hello, sir. Would you mind please telling us your name?
Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Vincent Hayes, Otto's mechanic.
Vincent, could you tell me what happened today?
You know, man, I was just doing my thing, minding my business at Otto's, and I was closing up shop to go take a little stroll around the city. And these guys, they stopped me out front when I was closing the garage doors, and they said, "Hey, get in the car right fucking now." And they pointed some guns at me, and they were being pretty rude. They put me in the trunk, drove me to Otto, stripped me off like all my clothes, and then they started tickling my armpits. I know it's weird, but I don't know what the fuck happened, man. And they started kicking me in the parking lot, and then they took me up here and they shoved me to the ground and made me call the police.
Interesting. Do you think there was any motive behind it, or were you just the unlucky one?
There was a for sure motive. I mean, they kept talking about killing Tinker. That's one of the big things. But then they saw that 200 cops showed up, and they were like scared shitless, man. All these people, they just started screaming. They were just fucking yelling at me and shit. I was like, what did I do? They were just being assholes.
Interesting. Do you have any final remarks to say to Los Santos?
Yeah. Fuck you, you stupid fucking bitch. I hope you rot her now. As to the guys that kidnapped me, I'm so sorry.
All right, thank you for your time, sir.
Oh, yep.
911, what is your emergency?
Oh, I think my heart stopped. The left side of my face has gone numb.
Are you calling for Burgershot?
The Heartstopper, the all-new tower of a meal at Burgershot. It's the 6-pound burger you can't live without. The Heartstopper, 7 patties, 6 pounds of meat and cheese. You'll be flatlined in 5 seconds flat.
This is a fucking good burger.
Drive in, take out. Burgershot. Die with a smile on your face.
For our next story, we head on down to Southside, where crime and gang violence has been on a very high recently. We have interviews with both gang and personnel, so we head there now. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Brown. If you would mind telling us your situation down in the Southside and how it's affecting you.
Absolutely. To keep it brief and up front, myself and my grandpa moved to the South Side a couple weeks back, and things were very perfect for a while. The realtor told us no gangs in the area. As of recently this week, however, gangs have infiltrated the street we live on, and due to ongoing gang conflict, we have been ran out of our home.
So sorry to hear that. Now, would you say it's gotten worse in the past couple weeks with everything that's been going on?
Absolutely. Ever since I moved here, it seems, even when I was living in that house on the street, every time I would step out in the morning, get my first breath of morning air, there was always someone on top of Mega Mall with a fully automatic firearm firing into the Grove. Very dangerous place to live, and I don't think that'll change anytime soon.
Is there anything
And
you
do
want
you
to change specifically?
personally have
nothing might
anything that
change
you'd like to
soon,
see
but
changed down
is
the
there any
south
kind of
side, like
possibility that,
police help or anything like
you
that?
have for change?
Of course, I would love to see more units patrolling the south side and making sure the fine residents of that area are safe, because the constant gang violence is getting too much and people don't want to live down there, to be frank with you.
We appreciate that input.
Thank you
so much
for
is there
that
anything else
input.
you'd like
Do you
to
have any
say to the
last
people of
remarks?
Santos about the situation?
Yeah, I want to throw in something real quick there. If the LSPD and the state police could focus more on gang crime instead of cultivation of narcotics or traffic citations, that would be awesome.
We thank you for your time, Mr. Brown.
Absolutely. I'm glad you could have me.
I'll head over to the Vagos area where they state that some things are a bit different. Hello, thank you for joining us today. Would you mind explaining your situations in the South Side, please?
Every day, there's gang shootings. There's a bunch of shit going on, especially with new gangs coming around every day, especially in the South Side. It's kind of hard to make a living around here when you got people shooting up everywhere you work and everything. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Would you mind commenting on the recent shootings around Mega Mall? How has that affected you personally, and what do you hope to see change, maybe?
For the most part, everyone treats the pawn shop like a sanctuary because we're really respected down here in the South Side. So we're not really too worried about us. Everyone treats us with respect. We give a box, and they know not to treat up the pawn shop. So the customers, you can be good, come down, make sure you come sell your goods to us. Lockpicks on sale all the time.
We have heard reports that some civilians wish for more police involvement in the South Side. How do y'all feel about this?
Hey, personally, I think the police should stay out. We do a pretty good job maintaining our side of the South Side, if that makes sense. Jamestown Barrio, we're the police down here. The cops come down here, they're just arresting little kids for playing kickball or some dumb shit like that. So, we try to do our own thing down here.
Oh no, we need that safety for those kids. It's just awful if they're getting arrested. Do you have any final statements to the city that you want to give?
First things first, I like to say the first rule of Jamestown Barrio is don't come here.
It's not your bar.
If you want to come down, hang out, have a couple of beers, you better check in first.
And you better bring 2 hyenas with you.
For real.
Get lonely.
Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Anytime, homie.
We appreciate all the input from the civilian and gang side alike. We do hope that this is figured out on its own, as we do not have an opinion on this statement, we just get the facts. Now we head on over to our last ad of the evening from Otto's Autos, and they want to change something in their department for you. final segment, we are going to go into something a bit more touching and close to Weazel News. I would just like to thank everyone that donated this week to be a part of our new sponsor program. It's fantastic. We love all of our sponsors. We have Fred Vance, who donated the top amount of money this week to get his personal ad out. With these personal ads, you can just say whatever you wish as long as it's approved by us. Fred, tell us what you're thinking of.
Hello, the great city of Los Santos. As you may know, my name is Fred, and I love Weazel News and all the boys that work here. And I need you to help us. Tell the government that these boys need to get paid for their hard work. They do a great job. And also, I love you, Jimmy Chickens.
What about me, Fred? Why didn't I get one? I'm kidding. We love the support that you give, and we thank you so much. That's going to do it for us this week, folks. I do hope that you have a wonderful day, and if you want to get the news out there, just send it over to us, and we'll make sure it gets out. This has been Jason Storm with Weazel News, signing off. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great night.